How is all, and welcome back to your regularly scheduled video of Luck Be a Landlord. So I didn't manage to get out a video last night. I think looking back that was actually a little bit optimistic. But anyway, it's okay. So we're going to look at the content. New content patch is out. And I just want to say thanks for all the comments on the last video. There were some very interesting discussions about changes that could be made. So we'll see if we hit the nail on the head with any of them when we go into the content patch. So I'll just load it up here now in 1 sec. And we'll see what the changes are. I'll get rid of Luck Be a Landlord. Let's put you down. Okay, so content patch number 12, in memory of Nori. Well, that doesn't sound good. The game is being patched to add new features, symbols, items and bug fix. New contents: 5 new symbols, 1 common, 3 uncommon, 1 rare, 2 new items, 1 very rare and 1 essence. Okay, presumably the essence is for the new item, the very rare item. Modified 4 existing symbols and modified 2 existing items. So not any big changes, but presumably news. While I previously intended to have this content patch introduce Steam Workshop and modding support, that'd be class, circumstances made me unable to devote the amount of work necessary to implement the modding tools until content patch 13, which is out in I think 27 days, 28 days, so 4 weeks. And circumstances pet death. Presumably Nori the rabbit, my baby boy who kept me company through all hours of the night while I worked on Luck Be a Landlord, passed away suddenly a few weeks ago. Recovered emotionally since then, but the initial shock of losing my best friend was very difficult to deal with. This is one of the primary reasons content patch 12 doesn't feature the modding tools as initially promised. Understandable, completely understandable. On a lighter note, I'm thrilled that Nori has reached so many of you through Luck Be a Landlord. His cute little face will live on forever as a pleasant surprise every time he appears in item selection or via an item capsule. In his honor, I've added a rabbit related Easter egg and stat in this patch, which will be detailed in the new features section. Thanks for everything, buddy. Oh, that sucks. So, hopefully he's doing okay. It's always rough when you lose a pet, so hopefully the developer is doing okay in this. And I think in the last content patch he detailed that he was having some trouble, so hopefully he's doing alright and it's not. Yeah, it's that's pretty rough, so understandable why not many new features, but that's okay. New features: added a dedication to Pizza the Cat and Nori the Rabbit in the credits screen. Added descriptions to untoggleable items, clarifying that they cannot be disabled. I assume that's just Popsicle at the moment, but maybe the new item. Added a stat which tracks the number of rabbit binkies or happy hops. Not entirely sure what that is. Removed email tip which discusses the passing of Pizza the Cat, and updated email tip about developers' pets to include Pizza the Cat. Okay. Game balance: frozen pizza essence can no longer be disabled. So this is the one that gives you 2 choices every spin, but you have it disappears when you pick 5 symbols. Swear jar now has a threshold of 35 coins instead of 30 coins. This is interesting. There was a discussion in the comment section about swear jar. I think it's one of those, it's pretty useful early on, and then there's a lot of items that aren't good later on, but swear jar, yeah, if I see it early I'll usually pick it. It beats a lot of items early, but yeah, late game it's completely useless. I would say the swear jar essence though is much worse. B now has a quieter sound effect. I don't know if I've ever noticed the sound effect of the B. I don't know if this is in game balance. Pinata now adds 7 candy when destroyed instead of 5 candy. Rabbits can now be petted. Oh, that's presumably this is what this stat is. It tracks the amount of times the rabbit presumably hops when you pet it or something. I don't know, we'll check this out. Which now buffs eldritch creatures in addition to the other symbols she buffs. So yeah, eldritch creatures already great, even better now. And the balance changes were made for the following reason. Frozen pizza essence could be toggled before selecting a symbol to add, causing an exploit where the player could have the item effectively never be destroyed. I'm aware that this does potentially remove some valid strategies involving toggling frozen pizza essence, so this is just a temporary solution. Oh, I don't know, I've never tried this, but I guess people would take advantage of it. Okay, swear jar became very difficult to trigger around the third or fourth rent payment or so, which effectively only made the item useful if attained after the first or second item selection. Increasing its threshold should make the item useful at slightly later stages of the game. Yeah, up to 35, I mean, yeah, so that'd probably do you up until like the third or fourth rent payment. After that you kind of want 35. Few players mentioned the B sound effects was jarring, so the overall volume of it has been lowered. I would like to eventually add a feature where every sound effect can have its volume modified in-game, but that's taking longer than anticipated to implement. I would imagine so. I don't think I've ever noticed the B sound effects, but I think I do have sound effects quite low. The toddler and pinata combo, while powerful, is not as rewarding as other common uncommon item synergies. The fact that the candy from pinata takes a while to be removed by one or more toddler actually reduces the overall coins gained from achieving the combo. For this reason, the amount of candy gained from a destroyed pinata was increased. I'm also considering increasing the base value of pinata to 2 coins instead of 1 coin but not for this content patch, if at all. I'm always a fan of buffing items incrementally as to not overbuff them accidentally. Okay, that's fair enough. Yeah, I guess as far as many of the combos go, toddler and pinata, it's alright, but pinata's not that common. Like, it's kind of a bit like monkey. Monkey's alright, but it's not as good as, I don't think, mouse or dwarf, just because they give more coins. Like the dwarf gives either 10 or 20 and the mouse gives 15, whereas monkey gives only 6. Toddler as well gives 6. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. This could fill up your deck quite easily though, picking a toddler and a pinata early on, and then suddenly all your empties are full, which could be a bad thing. Rabbits can now be petted because they're small and good, fair enough. Witches now buff elder creatures as many players thought they already did in the first place. This is a change that was easy to implement and doesn't break the game, so there was no reason not to add it. Witches are still destroyed by elder creatures. I'd forgotten about that actually, that witches are destroyed by elder creatures. So they buff them and then destroy them. And then there is a bunch of bug fixes there for anyone who's interested. Yeah, so as I say, understandably not a whole lot changed, but yeah, working towards the right things. I at least identified symbols like and items like swear jar that do need slight buffs, and he seems to be working towards it. But not big changes, but that's alright. Let's get back into Look Be a Landlord and let's try it out. We'll see what this rabbit petting thing is about, and I guess we'll start on floor number 1 as well. So 28 days, it's not quite going to be 2, or maybe I can max this out. So my last day is on floor 15, but I'd have to start on floor 4 I believe, which I don't particularly want to do. So we'll just start on floor number 1 anyway, and let's see how we get on. So I guess the question for today is, what do you think of the changes? And yeah, what do you think of the changes? Anything you'd prefer to see or something? Or I suppose the big change is toddler versus toddler's gotten a little better and swear jar's gotten a little better. The rest of the changes not so much. Witch buffing elder creatures, not big changes, but yeah, let me know what you think of the update. I'll take a bubble and I'll take a anchor, I guess. And it's been so long since I've played on 1 time speed. Let's put this back up to 3 times. Haven't heard anyone yet complaining about the speed, so I reckon 3 times is okay. Let's take a dwarf over a mouse. I think usually has more. It has 2 items it can hit, which is the main reason. We made the 25 rent payment with 12 left over. Let's take a target is worth 2. We should get plenty of removal capsules with the because we're only on floor 1. Let's take adoption paper. I'll pick up a lockbox, I guess, and might take a present. I might add a toddler. It's the only one that's been changed, so we might as well add it. Let's skip this. Well, major change. Take a candy soul for our eventual toddler, and we made the 50 rent payment with 16 left over. Oh, this must be the new symbol. Pufferfish gives 2 coins gives one removal token, one reroll token when destroyed. So this is new. Symbols giving capsules. Very new. Pufferfish, I assume removed by Diver, I would say. Yeah, it gives one reroll token when removed. I wonder if we just remove it using a removal token, will we get a reroll token? That's interesting. Let's take it. Let's take the lunchbox. Let's add a second candy. Golden egg for word 4. I think is better than anything else. And I'll take a cheese. Let's see if we can get a mouse. Don't want the monkey. Don't want any of these. Another pufferfish. Sure. This is worth 2. We'll see what. It must be a removal capsule that removes it, or a diver. They're the only things that remove symbols rather than destroying them. Okay, I'll take a safe. So we have a lot of candy going on with not much toddlers. It's not too bad. I'll take a bar of soap. There's a toddler, that's fantastic, with 2 candies and a bunch of soap bubbles. We made the 100 rent payment with 69 left over. Let's take an item capsule. Let's take jack-o'-lantern, that's fantastic. Red suits is also pretty good. I could have taken that and then suits could have been my end game. Might have been a better plan, although we did get 74 in that spin, so you can't really complain about this plan. Skip this. Toddler's doing great at the moment. There's a bounty hunter. I think that's actually the second bounty hunter, so this would have been a much more successful run if it had happened yesterday. We didn't pick up the thing that buffs thieves, so no need for this. Did pick up egg carton, so we must remember to take eggs. We did not manage to find a mouse, but I'll take a second cheese. I'm optimistic. We made the 150 rent payment with 147 left over. Do I need 5 more removal tokens? Or rain cloud essence? This is interesting. I do have a lot of junk in my deck. Protractor is useless. I think I'll take rain cloud essence and then maybe add a rain cloud. I'm not sure. Take Kaina on a string. That's pretty. You can do some fun stuff with that. I could take Midas for Kaina on a string. Sure. And here I'll take checkered flag maybe. Maybe we'll add in a slot. We already have 1 safe. Don't particularly want another one. We'll take a rabbit. So now pet the rabbit. Here's your happy little pop 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 sounds. My mouse is now stuck. Wait a second. I need to maybe charge it again or something. Okay, it's back. It's back. It's okay. So our stats for petting rabbits are going to be quite big. I don't think we want any more cheese before we find the mouse. I think 2 is enough. Though we do have empty spaces. Light bulb, we don't have anything that this works on. Let's re-roll. Jellyfish is new. Uncommon 2 gives 1 removal token when removed. Okay, let's take it. I think the key might actually be better, but jellyfish is new. So this is great with divers, but unless there's other ways of removing them, I'll take the void fruit so it doesn't use up kind on a string. I think I'm pretty much happy with everything from time capsule, and we've no way of removing billionaires, so I'll take this. Let's take a milk for the cats, and we made the 225 rent payment with 183 left over, so we're doing really good at the moment. Let's take another bar of soap. Let's take black cat, I guess. Particularly want any of these. Let's re-roll. I don't want another coin. I reckon the Midas will do enough. I'll take a beer. We have a lot going on. The question is now, do I want to remove the flower? I'll get rid of the cherry and the pearl. We have 2 of these boxes. I definitely should have taken that key over the jellyfish, I think. At least you can take the jellyfish now, because if it works with the removal capsule, you can just remove it and you don't lose the removal capsule, so you can always take it. There's no downside. Don't think this toddler has managed to get any of the bubbles yet. Okay, you got 1, that's not too bad. Let's skip this. We'll take another milk. I don't think we need another pufferfish. We made the 300 rent pink with 188 left over. Let's take triple coin essence is interesting. As in we could just keep Hex and Midas once the coin on a string essence is. Is that a good idea? Let's take booster pack essence instead. Credit card essence, this is new. Destroys itself when you spin. You have 27 more symbols to choose from after a spin. Okay, let's go for it. So this kind of ties into one of the things I was saying, is I'd like to have more choice sometimes. So that definitely seems like it'll work. Do I want a rare? I don't think so. Let's skip. Let's take big symbol bomb. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, add a symbol. What's this? This is new. Gambler gives coins when destroyed. It increases by 2 each spin. So it gives 1 per turn, and then the amount it gives when destroyed increases by 2 each spin. Destroys itself when when 5-sided dice or 3-sided dice roll a 1. Okay, so a bit of synergy with dice. That's interesting. I think they definitely needed something, because they were one of the few symbols. I believe they had no synergy. I know they had the items, but they didn't really have any synergy with any other symbols. This is pretty good. What do we want here though? There is a mouse. That could be good. This credit card essence already, I think it's great. I love it. Just this choice is bananas. You can really work your build with this choice. I think I'll take the mouse. I'm tempted by the gambler, but it doesn't really fit. I'll take the mouse. Gets the cheese straight away. I'll take coin. I didn't take the coin essence. Could be a bad idea. Let's skip this. Let's take a present for the toddler. Do we have any chemical 7s already? I don't think so. Your present for the toddler. I don't think Matryoshka dolls very often. I think these could probably do with a buff. Just takes so long for them to start paying out. Like it takes, what's that, 3 spins, 8 spins, 15 spins, 24 spins for them to start paying out. Now I know you do get some. I'll take them. I haven't taken a Matryoshka doll in a long time. Let's skip these. Let's take another candy for the toddler. I'm really kind of relying on this booster pack to give me some direction for this run. We made the 350 rent pin with 142 left over. 425 due in 8 spins. We could take a farmer, hoping for a pair. It's not great for much else. Oh, we do have a golden egg, so I'll take the farmer over the ninja. Rain clouds give 1 more, and oh, this is new. Dove, rare. If an adjacent symbol would be destroyed, instead it isn't, and this symbol permanently gives 2 more. Very interesting. Very interesting. I'll take rain cloud. Or no, I was like looking at rain cloud. I don't think I'll actually take it. It would make rain eventually worth 4, which isn't too bad, but they are common. I think I'll just take the lunchbox. Take a cheese for the mouse. Take did I pick up that chemical 7? I didn't. Take another cheese for the mouse, and take a egg for a bit of long-term scaling. Okay, here is a gambler. Gives 1 per turn. Can we afford? I'd have to add a dice. If I already had a dice, I think I'd take them, but I'd have to add a dice. I think I'll just take a beer instead. How's my inventory doing? 22 symbols. I think it's a time to perhaps call an end on this rain cloud essence. Hopefully I didn't skip a really good essence for that one, because I knew even as I took it that probably wouldn't be using it. Let's skip this. I want to save our rerolls for the booster pack. 2 uncommons and 1 very rare symbol. I don't think I need a monkey, and Hex and Midas is doing fine, kind of on a string. So this is the booster pack. I'll take a removal capsule. I don't need another safe. I do have empty spaces though, so I'll take another Matryoshka doll. And Diamond versus Highlander. Technically Highlander is, I mean there's Midas Bomb as well, or we could re-roll. There is a new, no, it's a new very rare item. I think I'll take the Diamond. I know it's slightly worse than Highlander, but I think it has more synergies. Like Light Bulb, for example. And Because of that now, I'll probably remove the anchor. Okay, so we're back down to 20 symbols basically. We're getting about 57 per turn, which isn't too bad, but not fantastic. Let's take a key, that's great. Got rid of the lockbox, which I guess is okay. Here's a pinata, we'll take it. And I'm actually going to remove one of these puffer fish. We did get a removal capsule and or a reroll capsule, and I'll remove the jellyfish for 2 removal capsules. 72 that turn, that's fine. We made the 425 rent payment with 144 left over. Let's take dishwasher essence. Let's take telescope essence. It's quite good. That means all of the candy will be destroyed. Let's re-roll this for, there's a rain. No, we've already gotten rid of the what's it called? This would have been great with the triple Klein essence. I'll just take another rabbit, I guess. Nori the rabbit. Rabbit and rabbit fluff in the leftmost column give... Oh, this is Lefty the rabbit. Nori the rabbit is the other one. Let's take Lefty the rabbit. See what else we have new. I think they're doing... Oh, this is new sand dollar. Gives 2. Gives 10 coins when removed. It seems like if this is removed by divers as well, then divers have gotten a lot stronger in this patch. Let's take Lefty the rabbit. I don't think we need to remove anything. 74. I'll take a bar of soap, actually might be better. 73. I'll take the beer. We drank straight away. There goes our... I'll take another pinata. There goes our telescope essence. 49. I'll take another light bulb and a essence capsule. We don't really have anything that Beastmaster buffs. We don't really still have a build going on. I'll take another removal capsule, I guess. Here's Gambler. I suppose he is common. Skip. 83 on that turn. The toddler is really holding everything together. We made the 575 rent payment with 189 left over. Let's take 4-leaf clover for just taking 60. General Zarf is interesting. Sand dollar doesn't say what removes it, and I don't think anything we currently have removes it. Let's re-roll 4. Did we pick up this farmer? We did, so we'll take the pair. That's fantastic. This re-roll is actually bad with the gamblers. You can still roll a 1, it just makes it more unlikely. Let's take... Do we have 3 of anything? We have 3 candies. Is that good? With rusty gear. Or white pepper is generally worth 1 per turn. I'll take rusty gear, I think it has more potential. But I acknowledge it's not much. Well, we will eventually have 3 Matryoshka dolls. Well, no, we'll have 2 Matryoshka dolls. Did I pick up guillotine or anything? I did not. Let's skip this. I think we're doing okay at the moment. Let's skip this. 7 turns to get about 300. So we need about... If we get 50 per turn, we'll be doing okay. We got 70 that turn. I'll take another pinata. And let's start clearing out this deck a little bit. Get rid of that rabbit fluff, don't need that. We'll get rid of the puffer fish for removal, for a reroll token I mean. And so cats are worth 2 at the moment. How many of these do we have? We don't have any. Okay, good timing. Get rid of this Midas. Anything else we don't really need. Kind of looking at the cats, but I guess we're probably okay. 55 on that turn. I'll take another bubble for the toddler. Take another bubble for the toddler. Wealthy capsule, I'm okay with that. Toddler's doing great at the moment. Let's skip all these. 67 on that turn, and I don't believe the toddler ate anything, so that's good. I think we did break a wealthy capsule though. 63 with the toddler having 1 eat, so we made the 625 rent payment with 205 left over. Egg carton is interesting. Coffee is also very good. I'll take oil can essence, and I'll take, I want popsicle essence. What essences do I have at the moment? That'd be good for 4-leaf clover. Be very good for coffee essence. I think I'll take popsicle essence. And X-ray machine would also be very good. Wow, we get loads. Oh, we must have had the dishwasher break. Jack-o'-lantern essence I think is very good. We don't need any King Midas. Don't need a sun. We could take another golden egg just to have something worth 4 in the deck for the farmer. Let's take it. And holy water. Holy water is pretty good. Makes them worth 4. Let's start curating our deck a little bit. Let's remove the cat. Or cat are worth 2. Let's remove the mouse as well. Let's respin this column, try and get more candy. No such luck. Could take some of these hexes. They're now just worth 4, which is pretty decent. Take the hex of emptiness. I'll take an item capsule. I don't think we have 20 spins left. Take a jellyfish. There's no real downside to taking a jellyfish. We can just remove it and we'll get the removal token back. Let's skip all this. Our toddler is fantastic. He's now giving us, I believe, 5. He's giving us 5 per turn. Take a wine for the dwarf. We'll add as many toddlers as we can. Take a chemical 7. Could have taken a hex of Midas there. Probably should have. We don't have any cats or flowers left. Let's re-roll this for hexatedium, I guess. We got rid of the cat, I believe we did. So skip all these. 62. Skip all these. Take another pinata for the toddler. At least we're getting to showcase how good the pinata can be. Take a hex of hoarding. I'll pick up a lucky capsule. I'm gonna switch off Lefty the rabbit. I think we have enough rabbit fluff in the deck at the moment. Take another toddler, that's fantastic. We made the 675 rent payment with 604 left over. 777 due in 10 spins, which will not be a problem. Kind on a string and triple kind essence. And Hex of Midas is gone. Let's take kind on a string, I guess. 125 on that turn. I'll take the kind for just a quick 3. Wildcard might land next to a toddler, sure. Let's re-roll this. Excellent. Candy next to 2 toddlers. That's kind of what I was hoping for. Let's try and get a toddler into this. Eating a candy. 63 from eating 1 candy. That's great. Take this kind. Where is this? Let's see if we can get them next to each other. No such luck. Take another chemical 7. The toddlers are on the... Let's re-roll. This is quite a high value square though. A high value column, so worth re-rolling. 23 symbols. I think it's time to remove jellyfish. The safe and one of these rabbit fluffs. Take a present for the toddlers. Shouldn't last long. Could take another Hex of Emptiness, but I think I'm okay with the amount of symbols we have and we're already winning. So 777 rent payment. We made that with 1116 left over. Pretty solid build, definitely carried by the toddlers. I'm not sure if we got a few pinatas. How many did we get? 4. So I suppose that's an extra 8 candies. So I can work this out. probably an extra 80 100 coins with all the toddler buffs and things, so not making a big difference, but I guess every little helps. There was a bit in the middle where I was a bit worried about making rent. I wasn't sure whether we were scaling fast enough, but then we just got a few items and item essences. We did actually have this big symbol bomb that I completely forgot about. But yeah, getting a toddler and getting jack-o'-lantern early is generally, you're going to have a good time, particularly on the lower levels. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed it. As always, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and we shall see you in the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves and cheers for now.